Guys, if I don't come here and talk about the shenanigans that JAMB, Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, the shenanigans they tried this year, if I don't come out and talk about it, then I've not done my due diligence as a patriotic Nigerian, as a Nigerian parent in diaspora, and as a parent whose children could possibly be in Nigeria facing the same scenario right now. Guys, let's dive into the story. Hello everybody, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo and I'm also known as TatMama5 and also known as CMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back. So like I said, guys, can you remind me again, since when has JAMB been in existence in Nigeria? JAMB has been in existence in Nigeria since 1978, before I was born. That's like maybe 5-6 years before I was born. And the kind of shenanigans that they got up to this year, when that news of students failing, even students from last year scoring 311 and they were not able to gain admission, I was like, hold on, what's going on? Like, how can the student previous year score 311 and this year they are scoring 160? And then many more students, many more candidates came out to start saying, oh, they were the same last year, they passed very well this year. But then I have a question: why is it that last year students who scored 311, 315, 312 were not able to secure admission? And then I've been told, or I was reading and I found out again, that there's something called post UME. So once they sit JAMB and they pass JAMB, they have to go to the university this university they want to go. They still have to go there to go and sit another exam. Like, what is the use of that? What is the use of that? And with that being said, like I said, I've got a printout here because I'm just like, so over 370,000 students suffer this glitch from JAMB. And the annoying thing is that if it was not because of a certain lawyer on X, on Twitter, who started this investigation into these shenanigans that JAMBs were all about, everybody would have kept quiet about it. 370,000 candidates will have still been sitting at home planning to do another exam again for the following year. Like, what is going on? Like, make it make sense. Like, you know what, when this case of this JAMB, when they came out to admit that it was their fault, I was like, okay, this now reminded me of the case of that Miss Summer girl. Let's watch a video from last year.
You guys came to Miss Summer, and one of these results, I went to JAMB portal to print these results, and this is what they gave me. This is the result here. So this is my aggregate 362. This is exactly how I printed it. I downloaded it from that site. So they now saying that I forged my results is what I don't know, and I'm traumatized that they accused me of forging my own results, because I am not capable of this forging results. This is the evidence. Okay, they say that I forged my results. They scanned this QR code there, and it showed another name, a Yoruba name, Omotola Afolabi 138, and that same person that got 138, they checked again, the person got 338, meaning that there is problem somewhere. So, and we went to Commissioner of Education office on Friday last week. My principal and the educational secretary of Anglican Girls Secondary School, or Anglican Diocese. So we went there. We showed all these results to Commission of Education, both this one and the SMS they sent to me, and she snapped it and sent to the JAMB official. They called back saying that this is a forged result, that I forged it myself, that the JAMB office don't have the record of this. So they now say that I forged it, and they called the DSS over to come to her office. The DSS, they took us to their office and we made our statements there, and they said they will contact us later, that they are going to investigate these results to know where the source came from. So that's what they said, and instead of them to wait for the investigation to be over, they posted that I forged my results without confirming. So
You guys heard from that video where I did a video supporting this girl, standing behind her, that no, there must be something wrong with JAMB if they're saying that it is easy for somebody to infiltrate their system to change their results. So I am not doubting that Miss Summer girl was saying the truth years ago. and everybody and every Nigerian came out to castigate this girl. Even some of the people that gave this girl sponsorship, they withdrew the sponsorship they gave her because at some point they were the power in JAMB allegedly were able to get to this girl to make her recount the story to say that she actually forged her result. Like, guys, I'm super fed up. And again, JAMB registrar came out crying. Like, what was the tears for? In fact, before we even dive into that, Eniola, Priscilla's friend, had something to say, and he couldn't have said it better. Listen to him.
I do not like to talk about the issues in our country a lot because I've come to realize that the more you talk about it, the more your brain cannot process it, especially in a society where abnormalities have become the new normal. But when it comes to education, I speak up, and I think everybody should as well, because education is the bedrock of every society. We have spoken earlier about how improper it is for young adults and teenagers to sit for a 6:30 a.m. examination. Now, there is a mass outrage of people saying, this same examination, we've all failed it, and the examination body says it's because of technical issues. Let me put this into context for you. This exam is written once in a year. That means that throughout the year, the examination body is preparing for this same examination. Not only that, the budget for this examination is 18 billion naira. That's about $11 million. There is absolutely no software that this examination body needs that they cannot afford. 2, this examination is a computer-based examination and is all objectives, meaning that you should be able to click the submit button and your scores will come out immediately. It should be able to show you your mark sheet. It should be able to say that the correct answer for this question is option A, but you've clicked option C, and this is why you've missed this question. But none of this happened for an examination that sits only once a year. So you're telling me that if people didn't make TikTok videos, 1.1 million students would have been out of university this year, all of their dreams put on hold because someone somewhere decided not to do their work. And then we complain that the rate of crime is increasing in the country. Yes, because people who are supposed to be in school are at home idle. This is not a technical issue. It's a choice. A choice that some people somewhere decided not to put in any extra care or effort into doing their work. And then the head of the organization comes on TV and is crying, and people start clapping behind. And you ask them, why are they clapping? And they say, oh, at least this organization showed emotion, unlike other organizations. An abnormality made normal. Not only that, the Twitter handle of this organization comes out and tweets, man proposes, but God disposes. Come on. An abnormality made normal. Now, these students have been asked to come and rewrite this examination in the middle of another compulsory examination that they are writing. Again, putting your comforts before that of the students for a mistake that you made. Why the rush for an examination that expires after 1 year? For an examination that even if you pass it and you do not enter the university that year, regardless, you have to come back and write it again. For an examination that people have written almost 7 times. For an examination that people have committed suicide because they did not pass. Why are you putting your comfort before that of the students for a mistake that you made? All anyone is asking for is proper care and attention to your work that determines the life and future of children trying to get into the university. That is all. Go back to the drawing board and properly plan the examination, dot the I's and cross the T's, ensuring that the systems that you've put in place work and not crying on TV. Thank you.
So all Enola was saying in that video was accountability. So a JAMB registrar came out crying. I guess he was crying for his pension, because on a normal day he should resign, and he was crying over what? Please, guys, I really want to know what that his tears were for. What were his tears for? What were his tears for? I do not understand it. So is it now a crime for us to hold our government or people in power? Is it now wrong for us to hold them accountable? Because all we're asking for them is to do their job. They are getting paid handsomely. They are getting millions paid yearly, handsomely. And one thing they can do, they're failing massively. You can imagine 370,000 students suffer from this glitch. And I'm still trying to figure out why students who are scoring 200, 300, 320 were not able to secure even an admission into nursing in LASU. Like, make it make sense. And we all know all the story that happened. There were reports that a few girls were missing because they were traveling from one city to the other because they were setting their exam for 6:30. Like, what country set an exam for 6:30 in the morning? Thankfully, that girl was found. And then again, there's been reports that this sitting of exam that they resat again, that obviously JAMB wants them to resit the exam, and most of the students have already resat the exam again. But then it's clashing with students who are sitting down for WAEC. Now, JAMB is only interested in their own selfish interest because why can't they just take the time and allow the students finish their WAEC exams and then start sending them to go to receive the exams. And people are saying that they're having to travel from one city to another to go receive this JAMB. And yes, the questions were difficult and there was no help. And yes, there were still complaints of, glitches. Like, JAMB, get your shit together. And in my own opinion, is JAMB still serving purpose? No, it's freaking not serving purpose. I think it's high time let it be scrapped. It's been in existence since 1976 here in the UK. Children who go to secondary school, once they finish their high school, they only need to sit one exam. And it is that one exam through UCAS that they'll be able to apply to their various universities, even if their result was not that good and they were not able to get into the university for the course that they want to. It is through UCAS. There's something they call clearance. Clearance will give them option of other universities that will give them a certain course based on the result they have. So why are students sitting JAMB? They plan a whole year to sit for JAMB, and then they need to go and sit for post UME again. And then the likes of LASU and some universities are giving an accolade to the JAMB registrar because he came out to cry and he apologized. Well, those universities that came out to applaud him, it is Bele infrastructure because you all know what you all do. Because like I said, if a student scored 311 and they were not able to secure admission, what is happening to those spaces? Why would a student who scored 311 not be granted an admission to even study nursing? Like, make it make sense. All of you, John Belor, God will judge you all accordingly. And again, just because what you went through when you were studying does not mean that children of today have to go through the same thing. Just because when I was in secondary school, I was walking all the way from Ketu to Maryland, just because at times some bus drivers and conductors decide to increase the cost of that transport fare. And the cost of transport fare, which is definitely not enough as compared to what my parents gave me. I walk most time from Ketu to Maryland because bus driver will say, oh, to about 25 naira, ma wole o. Meanwhile, normally Ketu to Maryland should be like 10 naira, 15 naira, and then they will tell us it's 25 naira or it's 30 naira. Most times I walked. So just because I walked to school those years ago does not mean that if my children were schooling in Nigeria today, that I should not make getting to school much easier for them. So because those in the front, because they passed through some sort of sufferness or whatever when they were going to school, does not mean that children of nowadays need to go through the same thing. And now, obviously, I saw a report from Vanguard saying, oh, that students from Southeast are being affected the most, blah, blah, blah. Like, guys, please, just let's not make this about tribe. Let's not make this about tribe, because at the end of the day, every Nigerian child deserves education. Every Nigerian child deserves that basic education. They deserve it. And don't make it a tribe thing, because this glitch affected everybody from everywhere. Everybody from everywhere. In my own opinion, that JAMB registrar should be sacked. The director of ICT in JAMB should be sacked, because I believe that these glitches has been going on for a very long time. And yes, Mesoma, I believe, and I'm still standing beside that girl, that girl did not forge a JAMB result like the year before. I think it was 2 or 3 years ago. That girl did not forge her results. That girl did not forge her results. You can imagine students having to come out, even biology teachers are coming out that they start this exam, that how can they score that low mark? Guys, I just felt like I need to come say a few things, because I already set up a live stream where we're going to be talking about this in full detail on my channel, which is going to be on Tuesday night. So if you're available, tune in on Tuesday night and let's come and dagbugbo. And with that being said, in the wake of this glitch and everything, a life of a young lady is gone. A young lady in Ikorodu unalive herself because she scored low mark. And it's been reported that a few hours after her death was confirmed, she secured an admission. Make it make sense. How did she go from scoring low mark to being offered an admission? Make it make sense. So we should be held accountable. We should be held responsible for this girl's death. Woo! Guys, I'm going to drop my mic here. I'm raging. You are being paid for the services you provide. And you've been doing this for years. A glitch. And it's been reported that they know this glitch. They just released the result anyway. They knew they messed up and they eventually released the result. And it took them almost a week and a half to come out to acknowledge this glitch. So as many Nigerians were not talking, they wouldn't have come out. And the registrar was crying. And people were clapping. See, all of you that were clapping and they said, they should go and lock all of you up. He came out to apologize. What is it meant to be do? And then again, they said, we've got proposes, man proposes. Like, JAMB people, are you people all right? Are you all okay? And most of you directors in JAMB, all of you, your children school abroad, all of you, your children school in diaspora. But then, one simple thing, your job that you've been paid to do, you're failing woefully at it. Nigerians, we are not ready yet. And I'm going to keep saying this. We are not ready. When we are ready, nobody will tell us. Because one day we're just going to wake up and they will say, it's time to take Nigeria back. But the way things are now, we are not ready. But let's say, I'm going to commend that lawyer who decided to chase JAMB for this, and who also, he released a form to say that if a student has been impacted by these results, fill your details. I want to commend that lawyer, and I want to commend those who have actually came out to share their experiences as well. And like I said, guys, do not let us make this about tribe, because tribalism is dividing Nigeria right now. I don't know of what use of what benefit tribalism will give to Nigeria. But right now, in the case of JAMB, it's affecting every child. Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa, whatever tribe you come from, is affecting every child. Guys, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. I've said a lot in this video. The video Enola said, the video of Enola, the video of the registrar, you've all watched. Drop your comments and opinion as to those videos. And obviously, and that video of that Mesoma girl. Yeah, she received bursaries, and I think that I saw an update on Instagram about the person who offered her another scholarship, who says that she's doing fine. I think she's in Enugu or something, that she's doing fine. At the end of the day, JAMB banned her for 3 years. They stalled her life for 3 years. A female child. They stalled a freaking life for 3 years. You will not die well. You will not die well. Guys, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section as always. If you've watched this video till now and you've not yet subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on your post notifications, share this video, do not hesitate to join my membership, and also stay tuned for that live stream, and I shall see you in another video. Alright, bye for now. Bye.
In my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearrange